I've ever been in Ghana. He's very, very, very clever. He's one of the lecturers who will lecture without notes. And you see, when he became a president, he speaks off the cuff. He couldn't see well, and he could just speak. Very clever. Very clever. Highly intelligent. She met him going from door to door at Tatsoma in humility. Because he was in need of what? Power. When you have necessity, it humbles you. Whether it's you are in need of money or in need of power, you become cool. NPP, in need of power, look more humble than they have ever looked since we knew them. Yeah, more humble than we have ever seen them before. I think they also started door to door, person to person evangelism, market to market, taxi rank to taxi rank, and soul to soul. Yeah. Since when will you see NPP quoting scriptures? I'm asking you a simple English question. Scriptures and having church services. People that are not associated with church. Because we are charismatic Christians. We know those who are associated with churches. Before the politics begin, we can see those who are associated with churches, not the political visiting of churches. You see, before the politics start, I know you. When God raises you up, I will know whether you are originally here or not. Yeah. Necessity have made them have church services. Pray God. The battle is the Lord's. It's wonderful. But you see, necessity, it changes you so much. It's a carpenter. Either you do it yourself or the carpenter will come, and then before you realize, you have become cool. Hey! It's wild though. Is it wild? It's very wild.
I believe that we need a new leadership response in our national life. We cannot continue partying, and we cannot assume that things will get better. We have to act intentionally, decisively, methodically. And if we do at the national level, I think we can avert the disaster. And much as I'm a pastor and I believe in God, and I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that we can pray and things will turn around, the city has a very peculiar mind on its own. It's almost like my first car. My first car had a mind of its own. It would decide to move or not to move. You could spark it and it wouldn't respond. So much as I wish that the city would remain where it is or improve in value, that scenario of 10 to 1 is a possibility. I don't wish it, I don't want it, I don't pray for it, I don't hope for it, I don't expect it, but it can. And so instead of sitting here hoping that everything will be all right, I think it would be great for us to face reality that things could get worse. And if they do, what do we do?
When you are not born again, you are a wicked man. You are evil. That is why democracy has come. Because we cannot allow one wicked group to stay for too long. Yes, that's why democracy has come. There is very little difference between NDC and NPP. If you will be very honest, apart from maybe tribal differences, most of the governments we have had have the same characteristic. Most of them, not all. And the simple characteristic is poor governance, poor ability to lead, poor ability to generate wealth and to let the people of the country prosper. It's characteristic of all the sides. Well, we have had all sides. And you see that when one group is in power, you will hear fantastic stories of stealing. Aish! When NPP was in power, this last time they were there, I mean, we had some fantastic stories. How they are chopping money. How they've chopped. And now NDCs that we are hearing more stories. Goodness. Chopping. Hey! So Charlie, that's all. Let us be changing them. You see, because they are unbelievers. They are unbelievers. So we shall do musical chairs. Today you win, tomorrow you are out, in, out, so that we balance it. Well, if one group is there without limitations, it's not good for anybody.
We don't need amateurs. We must pray in this country that the time will come in the politics of this country that unless you've owned a business before and you paid salary and you build your own house, paid electricity bill, water bill, taxes, and you've owned something, you must not be qualified to run for politics in this country. Because you see, we need people who go into office not for money, but they go into office to help the nation. And one of the reasons why our politics is not working is because most of our politicians, all they do is politics to take care of their family. So they can't wait for you to be in office for 4 years before they pay their children's school fees. So they have to find a way and sabotage you. You have to fail so they can come. And when they come, you also have to sabotage them because you also cannot wait. So it's a vicious cycle. And at the end of the day, who is suffering? The nation, the people. We don't need amateurs in leadership. We need seasoned people. We need people who have been through something, who have survived something. And it's the same thing with ministry. It's the same thing with churches. One of my greatest problems is taking amateurs, young guys, whose family nobody have ever sat in a plane before since God said let there be light, and introduce them to Europe. And as soon as they see the snow, the next thing they have to do is to kill me. So they'll never come back to Africa. Amateurs. They eat fufu in the morning, fatijedi in the morning, konkekena in the morning. That means they make it, they live comfortable today at the expense of the future. That is what it means. Corruption. They hoard it and they don't care. They have to eat in the morning.
Ejuma mu yese yebema no orientation enti no se nipa no onimu kura na bi asa na ewo kan sa amanyofo ne se omo ba omo de omo nko ankrofo na ebewurawura mu se kokosi Ghana na mu na ye mfa career diploma se na be ya yentumi ma wonum training anase ebia wonu ankasa ehia enye possible.
As I said, Ghana change power on the 7th of December elections, on the 10th of December declaration. They declare here now, and them said their war mission, no, onim so a political diplomat, no one started no abobon in Yamano Oba. Or in secretaries were doing queer. Now, training now, what kind of medical cassette? You can't sit anybody in the bedroom. You can't sit anybody at Gempa. Now on channel, career diplomatic affairs or diplomacy. I'll bet many orientation and training in diplomacy within even 1 month, within 1 year. You cannot. You cannot. Diplomacy is so huge. Huge in a sense, say. Our country, beyond a country, and then a political history, democratic history, and then cultural history, and then the diplomatic history. Our country, to be a president, or Krana, a big Krana never a new, your friends establishing new friendship. My example of country Cameroon. Ghana ni our Cameroon. It got to a time because of Kwame Nkrumah and Paul Ahidjo of Cameroon, the first president, Cameroonian, not only allowed to come to Ghana, vice versa. Ghana no only allowed. It is a Ghana neighbor called Cameroon. Now a government official Krana, chair British High Commission in Cameroon, and the Bitima granted Ghanaian visa. Oba granted visa, Ghana neighbor apply visa through the British High Commission. Yaoundé, Ana Douala. And on one man, a letter passé Amadan in Yetimaba. Why? Because Nkrumah Ekodidi, Tebi Paul Ahidjo attempt, Emra, na OAU, conference in 1963. Kosono, Paul Ahidjo by late, or France and San Oba, Oba na Nkrumah will put you my deliver. So Kwame Nkrumah can say, how can I, being the founder of OAU, stand here before you are coming? It will walk up Paul Ahidjo out. So I'll go back to Paris. I want a French for warning all the French countries on the African continent that OAU now Mako joining. So Mokoha, Mo BME and Kasa. And from that time, the French for party martial law said French president in Africa, Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, and Congo then Obako OAU meeting there unless French deputy secretary or Bruni Ba and Bruni Bema, account president, no signature. OAU since the time of its inception, there are a lot of signatures, and Yama may be a woman signing. Nkroma any ahijo problem no. Engineer Magana ni visa. You supposed to know this diplomatic history. In this year, the Uko Ghana ambassador, our Gabon, and I Guinea Equatorial, and that's a Congo Kinshasa. That's a we have plenipotentiary, meaning say we represent Cameroon. Cameroon on granted Ghana access to have a diplomatic mission. Ghana in the history has never granted Cameroon our access to have a visa, a diplomatic mission to Accra. And just we just start all this in history, you know, intact. One of the things, Ghana ambassador to Czech Republic, one day in charge of Romania. Ghana has a permanent representative, our country, Bulgaria, Gospodinov, for about 90 years. Well, general or a consul, one represent here. Now, Romania and Ghana has a special history. What is the history of Romania? The Romanian history with Ghana, and he said, at no given point, and I'm assistant at Kwame Nkrumah the match or chess school. At no given point in any history of any time, regardless of whatever Romania developed, every Ghanaian must have a visa free to enter Romania. Ghana Minister of Foreign Affairs one in him, Ghana diplomats one in him. And the diplomats now work orientation. We don't orientate them. We don't give them any training. And how many training for 2 weeks I can never work.
Mr. Wada, yan Samra Kenya menum na nhwe sane wo kan say emabunu no kwan o mo fa so tumi di si abonten eye o mo demonstration say ye ni social media mu chesi ye wo Facebook a ye be ko Instagram mo de ye fa say ye be ko say ni ebi kan say o ni e ko so wo Kenya menum no similar e wo my Ghana mu na mabunu enra kra de bi de na mabunu no akukuduro ni ho na mabunu no akukuduro ni ho no mo Ghana bibi say betumi asi
bibi asentimi bibi asentimi si okrom ha and say Ghana is different political setting, different democratic setting, different BBI different from other countries. Nigeria and Ghana are one belt of a historical in terms of a business and in terms of governance. Business-wise, Ghanaians said the Nigeria they are prepared and they are always working. Obiya and Juma. Ibo Nibian or Trancope government Juma. Except the houses of Nigeria. Yoruba and that is how it is all over. Oba Ghana, Sebi, Asante 4, Kwo 4, Achem 4, Ekwapem 4, across board. Nipa do saying, and they feed these tribes, except the Fanti tribe, Omupa by Juma, the coastal line, any the voter by Mnijumani. The voter hasn't got enough businessmen. Central region hasn't got businessmen. Ekwapem 4 Teki, the center stage of Ghana, a year, bookshop, Metron, and Nelson. Trabibia such an idea up. And that is the history of the country. Obia Kabia a trader. Obao, Obemao, Obia a trader, business, China Basu, Dubai Basu, Weabasu, Yeko. That had been the way and that had been the system of the country that you and I are free. Obia Juma. And in that order, as that country, no, Obia Ayadain, involved on the Juma Oye. Obia involved on the Juma Oye. And to put pressure on the government. What on the taxi man? Oshia, no Ayadai, Wajai, no Akutia. We are Oshia, no Akutia. Now, individually, no, what would you do, Sabi? I can tell from where I am, say, Eduka Union Battery, you do it. We salary Kakana in the studio. Any small Lalasuala, what on panties, atom brazier, I online, shirt a year friends, a box with the account. Would the show Mammy walk on Tiaka or class? Would the show Nana? Would the show Tigana no structure? There were extended family support from the person at Nipa Baku, our Wabushi anymore. What am I saying? This is a country, Sabi, so be your country. And have done a video and a certain interview. I'm going to say every Ghanaian traveler, our diaspora is slave. Because Obi Wufi Ukraina, at that age, you know, also Mammy Chia Yatika. The piana Ghanani, Akua Boakyewaa where she dying, Aban Fahon, Utia, Aban Fahon, or Shady Mame, Aban Fahon, or Shady Papa, or Shady Miamo, and the Ghana government is free. And this is all Papa. I know sister, I know brother, no T Germany or no show. On can't just a demonstration bar. Only Unyame, only Ajini in Tuchiminko, and predominantly is one country, almost every household across board, that will be our Tukwai. They are taking care of this particular country, not any government. And what does it mean? What it means is that the very few businessmen and women only take care of their homes, only take care of their family homes. It is not the government of Ghana. With that kind of a country, it is difficult for you to have a unified stand of a demonstration. And in a Ghana demonstration behind a successful that. Ghana demonstration because being about story na boso kind ne spare pass on or no baba bed or the demonstration at the entrance of the Rollins. 11 years of military but sustaining military coup mako almost 26. It was not because now excessive and then it was because the Ghanaian after the coup d'etat of Jerry Rawlings successfully in its June 4th now I fed up.
And
self-dependence. Now country obiti abuso kan. Country obiti isle gonkwa eton kokwa ayatutu. Oton banga ayatutu. Wetimi ya hwe ba mane ye master's degree. What makes of that abo no so demonstration ma.
Enti nyasa obi be kasa emabunu.
Without any secret.
Opani wa ha me pa cho tie mi kakra na ye
was either organized by pro MPPCSUs and now pro NDCCSUs. And James said civil society organizations are across border. And then they be more NDC by and two Munkabim. If you want MPP by and two Munkabim, what does it mean? Opposition created their friends, civil society organization. I mean, since I'm calling for demonstration, we are involved with Biama.
And yes,
Ghana Youth Demonstration, University Unemployed University Students Association. My demonstration by our cycle there. One the baby actually, they will not come until let's have a case scenario said in the same way I have said, and I've challenged every security. Radio say, a security expert. Please, security is not about going to read on internet to come and see. It's not only talking about that useless, your friend is saying, cyber security. No. It is not for us. Cyber security is not our case. But we're talking about real security and intelligence of this country. No. Obia also intelligent or expert. America Ghana security profile. The security profile of Ghana.
Every election in this country, electoral commissioners only are called for. About to be a to Ghana.
It's actually there. We are
about to be out.
Party in power.
About to be a to Ghana. No.
Party in power be an electoral commission.
Yes. Interest.
Your two opposition. Electoral commission for.
About to be a to Ghana piano. Electoral commission for Yakuchi electoral commission for the Munya Papa. Electoral commission for Nabawi and a party way and a Nipa way. Akotua Basakom. Every election, because we are a bunch of dishonest people and cowards, we serve the interest of individuals and groups, not the interest of Ghana. And the patriotism power for Ghana, everybody is cutting corners to make a living in this country. Why? Everybody is cutting corners. See the Ghana for CSU trade, and it's dangerous for this country. See the Ghana for CSU a trade in Nadan. It's dangerous for this country. It's mesre kuya. The me pese di party asia se biri biada. Se utu huche na odi nukure e ma o man na odi nukure ma o party. Na odi ball branso a edimpa again o muntie edimpa eye chen ahunya ifrise mi tro na meji tu mu na meji di no maso ahia ma o se nukure no ubenya wiase ajapade nyina. Now even what was a see akurano a dan system now one car trend and now one cars listen now use a dan system no would also be done in them a day even okoda rooms in Nana the other I'm telling you so me patrol your conscience kakra for this country your conscience kakra for this country your opepase your bema Ghana so it imagine brand kakra. We cannot continuously take your people out there. Ghana for Boakyewaa they excel. Ghana for Ghana munim raso. You see, Makotina manoni. Johnson de me power highway so. Rest of the block so.
Asempa FM.
Adishye anopa yi mamu nyina chemma kwa bademba Asempa 94.7 FM so ekosi sen dwumadie enne ye memenda etie ye Kukurantumi dwumadie ene ye de ebremo no Facebook YouTube ye dem live wo honomo ebraso enne de bonkrata no naposo ebeba na wotwi ensemo akoso ebi ebeba ena ene so interviews ahoro ya ye de bebremo enso nam kwanso na ne ye beko menhia South abatro empesa so ye kwa wono mu a abusia wunim ne asie eye enra ya ene na de hye be na wotwenie MPP amanyoko ne ye bebodin ne ye bebodin no ne akoba ne sesese imrahye badwani odo manfo ye owo manhia South ano ena ene impanimfo abonidin se obeye running mate de ama Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia na se koba ne sa ye de mrekuni ena ye adwuma se wo be ye running mate no na se wo ye mrahye badwani a ne esesa wo ye eno a ena MPP amanyoko no wagina so ede atudwa se nyame ya adomo a se Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe ni dibre se mrahye badwani no wo se wo de to ho no mu a na wo se wonumu ekọ abatro so ye primary wo constituency ho no mo na no so no obegina no wayi obi a obesi Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe anamu omayimre kun ne toda ene mani bi wono ma no adwen ho abisa se akabresen se be busumi numu se busumi nsia ni akoto aba enso ye ntumi nyai emma seat no 4 months mpo busumi 9 na aka because busumi ye wo mu se July ni asimu yi enti July August September October wom ansa na November chese ya to aba no anisa enso se ka busumi kura busumi mienu a wo se yenya nipa mani si na namu emrahye badwam nipa obe represent the people a ka busumi sen say nipa se onko biu enya de se obekọ biu se wo be ye running mate di anya de se obekọ biu enti se wo nko biu di ana wo se ye nipa obesi wanam abatro no emu because so we abatro ni hihye mu ananka o mayi na wie ono ananka osan yakọ wo constituency wo no mo eti ono an osan akọ wo constituency wo no mo na enne yakoba ne se onko biemu a na wo se ye nipa ye to aba 2024 ya obesi na nam eti ho abatro na MPP amanyoko no ebekọ wo constituency wo no mo eti abusua ne ewo mu a ne se wo se MPP amanyoko ni nya nam sini na edin ne dey say the MPP for we have the men no wutim se domba pa say yenya lawyer bafo awia ene yenya nana owusu afri ye prempe ona kwagu ye so ye Dr. Matthew Poku nua no wahu ne ye so ye nua ne nana wusu no ena nipa no ye so omumma ya no yenya bese enum da kopewo ye beto ntemu no yenya numti minim se dweso de ni bi ni a etimi boa ne aboro tan ne ekoyanim enti we menhia South de eno no eti abusua ene ye behwe Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe why na ekosi na name ewo constituency wonomo because enkenye ni abaidi a kono a ena wogina ewo amanyoko ni dimu na because of say free 2024 yi ye beto aba no awie na se pass MPP amanyoko no bewini a na se ono ena ebe ye running mate ntimi nko parliament na won san enka se mesan ye running mate e wo se ba akotofem enti nipa oba no yebekọ constituency woni ene constituency chairman ene mpadimfo bi atwetwen enkomo afri honomo na afei yewie so a abusua na wotwi ensem akoso ewo mayimo nsem akoso ewo mayimo ye ka nsem a akoso a bebre na adi ahim make say adrobafo a wo mo echese anhwe ya ahyentiade no wo mbesa atum because wo mo make say wo mbesa atumu a wo mo tu mu nhye da nche bia eti so wo ka say ye besanya tumu a reason no eye dan fam obo die nti no mo se wo besan atumu eno ho ensem edapono so a ye de bi ebebrewo ensem a ye de ba no edoso eni ena yedi kan ede amawe ye begibre na yakom ye begibre na yako ensem no mu de bonkata na poso ebedru a eno so ye de bemamo producer seta mechi Dominic si yebo akwakutum ena Bengazi ena obomichi dom mamitumi edi dwumadi abremo oman ne kwabna sante ene Philip Oseibo nsuso eta mechi ena metumi edi dwumadi eba woso a wo hwe live wo Facebook na ne Facebook yedemu a Asempa FM Extra and yedem live wo Facebook Asempa FM Extra yedem live wo Facebook enti honom no wadwenkyere wobetumi edibi ato na wokọ YouTube so a Asempa 94.7 FM and also live wo YouTube wadwenkyere no wobetumi edibi afa ho ebre yesem na yakenkan ede amount ebresem na yetumi akenkan ni nyina ede amount na ma mehwe ensem ba komienu yenko my joy online na ensem ba komienu a eda honomo yemfa bi entwemansa na de ubonkata no na poso no yede apa na enkrata nipa bi ede ekoma mpanimfo a oda National Identification Authority board no ano senka panika na tefa yenyini mfiri honom no board no se omuhu mfunso bia ewo professor Kenatefa mu enti oyinu a enye yi na dwuma no ewo so otoa so banhwehwe mu bia electoral commission chese aba kire se chese awrehemu anka Ghana for electoral commission mu no eso atihwi na mpese yehwe anopai wei Afro Barometer reporter aba betodwa 2022 asem na making 2022 Afro Barometer reporter ene aba betodwa na ne eba ne say electoral commission adwumako no from 1999 ebesi 2022 you know 1999 na chese nka Ghana for wa rehemu wo electoral commission for mu wo ye wadwuma Ghana for mu wo se wo electoral commission gina wo naso ne omu ye bi emu da ho no mo fan from 1999 no na nipa wo wa rehemu wo electoral commission adwumako no mu ye de kwa wo hanchemu a 63% nipa wo hanchemu aduosiamiensa ana 2005 ekosoro wo hanchemu aduosunum 75%. Now from 75% in 2005 no 2022 year womu no yesi arehemu nu at eswatihwi aba 33%. Electoral commission for the enu no say nipa e wo Ghana no bi so mo say woje electoral commission for di woje electoral commission for di sa arehemu nu ana nipa wo electoral commission adwumako no mu no eswate afri wo hanchemu aduosunum in 2005 and at 2022 abedu 33% or hanchemu aduasamiensa ena yefa courts o meya se nibia no so a in 1999 no na Ghana for ye de kwa hanchemu a wo hanchemu aduonum enwotwe 58% ena na omo se omoje court say court yatena nsem so a yedie no na onum jiwodi pa 58% ena 2005 about 62%. They say 2022 no eswati about 36%. Afro Barometer report asem na making. And I yenhwa prosifo de because kadabia omo ya aprosifo na edikan. Ye ka so aprosifo de Ghana for nyiwo ni Ghana for enyiwo ni. This time omo da so aginem. From 1999 49%, 2005 64%, and at 2022 28%. That's omo de ende. For more memoir no more mem confirm. By electoral commission for the no. And na nienti a Ghana for say woni arehemu ewo electoral commission adwumako no mu GDA no wo electoral commission adwumako no mu esote no eno ne asemo a sa report in conclusion no empanimfo de twudwa se hu behia se eniema ayeye ebema nipa nya gidie ewo electoral commission adwumakuo no mu prosi adwuma na the judiciary no mu no ehu hia se wo se empanimfo because sa institutions mi ensan ya yabodin the electoral commission please and o meya se nibia no ye ka yen democracy anase ka bi mam ka bi amamu a ye de ye adwuma wo mayi mu a ni nyina so no sa ku huduo mi ensan and wo hwese ebedi mu because say obi nyasem obi se mebu nyu bibi so a okohin court na wo de ko sa anko court a atutwa asem na beba ena asem no so court nipa no de famra kwan so no enu na eboa ma ye kase kabima min kabia mamu na ekoso a ebetumi agina yie ena prosini so a yasoma no se wonko brewuo se prosini bibi nkoyie obi pe baabi afa owura police station enti se ko basa prosifo so ye beka se omo de gidi a Ghana fo wo mum no so a na chese fomo a na ekofem eni electoral commission ya ye beto aba omo no omudi animu omo no mbe declare the final result say amanyokuo we na wini ye so omo so free wo ho beto dwa omo so de eba ne say oh electoral commission so gidi omanfo wo mu no arehemu no eso ate a abusua na hia se ye ma yani ekọ no mo eti ye be kosa ensem no mu anopai kwaku fafa Vodafone ho na ye ntumi empim enko yanim ye share interviews no ase anopai ene ye beko Asante Mantem se ne medical ede atudwa no ye kwa Asante Mantem na ene Menchia South constituency ye hwe enhyehyeye a empanimfo aye ewo honomo na ansa na no mamenko MPP amanyuko no in the region Raphael Patrick ene Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer ema MPP amanyuko no eti yenhwe emabu na won potemu honomo ene sa hyehyeye a ebe ni ewo mu Raphael machi o
mini aba papa bi yi oba kono fo
boko de
mini aba majo so me ho ye pa na won so ho ye de
adom twedi ampo adom ama de achenye de na chese oguso nkakra nhira no ba na eba yadase no pese waje yeso mini aba ma enra efri be kobe busumi nie na ye hu ebeba emma o ebeba Asante ebisi e wo se ba wo se bankran ebisu se wo se kwapo ye mantem na wo hwe ebi mu de a ebi tumi bua na afa ofira apo ye mantem wo se mefa bi fra Asante ebobo ya sese de ebesi anyasi enti yenhwe in the region party akanifo a mowo mantem no mu no moti edin ye beto odwa se Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe Menchia South mrahye badwani en wo be ye running mate ede ama Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia no amanyokuo na de ahokeka foforo bi aba ana se na ne masikuro
yo everywhere this kind of pay mame enna wase na no pay kwanya odi amame se me no nim komo infra santimene this part of the region they told me so mami nyina sa kwanya ya de amami ya so fa share with T4 na no pay T4 mu tie e wa Asempa FM ene mu platforms ahoro nyina across the whole country me chia obiala wa santimem engie ne ahusie na apa santimem said the for running mates the first time a presidential candidate in MPP since 1992 and nominated a running mate near that popular acceptance without any buphobia mommy. I think this current nomination they are Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe said the wouldn't cast lobbying a bear busumi back na yenya moye from all angles obi epe intina dede kakra enso abam for the first time the ema Asante yenya arehemu ni say Dr. Mamudu Bawumia din kan sha Asante bo say nyambe adum no be ye candidate as flag bearer of the party obeyi running mate for Asante region inti sa ho da so no na e wo no Asante region dan the ni yenim ene say why from the Asante region and Dr. Mamudu Bawumia benya ni mugidi no de na pair no enti ma lobbying bebre by ajebo na what she said nra and a clear cut off in the pa ebetoneso ubekaya last week Friday and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia any the parliamentary caucus MPP mpanifo or parliament ekohia na officially or the koto omo say omo enua ba ko friend Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe opese or the kan ho no de ko 2024 December abatui ne juanda so and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the presidential candidate and the next president of this country and in the national executive ekohia or party office headquarters Emma and Anabuachi and the BB post on Facebook say the presidential candidate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abe catch almost said Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe and now on the election. So as at last week Monday, na abe clear say Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe. Ne mum said your party no emrano ninsi say ni city no. Nese said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is say officially or the Koto National Council and na council no ejitum asana yetimi abwaje so. Ejebo na no yawada. The National Council, after the National Executive Committee meeting, National Council unanimously, the shortest, the fastest meeting, party next year to accept a nomination of a running mate in EADC na no yawade. Within some few minutes, and a council Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe qualify for the running mate. Now no clear woman say from Asante region hapadi. If you last week Friday. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne parliamentary caucus no ne national executive committee CIA no emabuna wa santimam ye party the youth wing constituency chairman women's wing identifiable groups ahemfo asofo nkramofo mpanifo market women teachers omo ye related and connected to the new patriotic party no munya akwanya ne yedi nkomo no express enigye sonko ahusie sonko and the nomination of Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe e the aba santimel sa ni gie na moten won kran no e wonyina so sa ahotoso na MPP fo anya e wo Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe mu no e wonyina so ne se mini aba nipa ye friend Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe oye nipa papa wo dwini nipa ho na nipa ho haw ehia no so obi na men at the air can sometimes people see it from afar. He's a good person. Nanka nipa ba ku ye boni din to me running mate. And in kabo mo sonko ni ani je sonko di abaye party ni mo a. Oju no cry you don't understand. Or a politician or dwini nipa ho or a caring or he has a good heart for people. Who political leadership. So who choose politician and as a leader, whether so a software, a politician or MP or a minister. No one nya enipa or what sa akoma pa ni bi. Na what ti ehia 4 year wa. Untimi kwa nini parusi because all your leader now you can't feel the pains, the frustration of your people. It becomes very difficult so between say a pa e di ama enipa udi wo mo so no. In the Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe the human the caring nature, the human centered nature said you will see ya yamuye said the enipa don't be a friend and yes okum kom the general secretary okum kom but Dr. Matthew Pogu Prempe okuma konchire odwini nipa ho wo de ne sa attitude attitude ne sa no to nchen ya we competent over the number of years almost 16 years I was the MP as a member of parliament for Mansha South oba behwe ni mpuntu duma in terms of school adan health contribution wa na asipiti semu the wa no mabunu school semu astroteps the mabunu libedi agro said the Western Puntu Dumari Mansha South asisa the dynamics within Mansha South ebroso mini ya dance die wo Ghana senanado danko akufo ado ani so ade hunu a na owo no wi ase kese from 2007 okai 2012 okai 2016 okai ni say opese Ghana ha yenya free education nanado danko akufo ado be deep politics nyina no na ani so ade hunu kese ni say odi free SHS ebe ba Ghana fo ami yenya so mfaso na sika enye a barrier money shouldn't be a barrier to education ni so obi ka se minister kanti mintimi enko school 2007 okai NDC ni Ghana fo bebre anya ntum 2012 NDC ni Ghana fo bebre anya ntum 2016 pono ye breye ansa na Ghana fo dia atum say the president Kufuor ado kan bit na ye yenya power 2016 out of the men MPP wo bebre beno the whole MPP nipa president Kufuor ado nya ni mugidie say obetimi implement free SHS na Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh e ka so e competent there are basis there are reasons only ni part na adu me ni mugidie say obetimi asesa ni vision amna be reality. So in 2017 time of President Kufuor appointed Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh so a Minister of Education, there was no blueprint. Na yeni krata ngoma bia govern the implementation of free SHS. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh na trans in the men and strategize free SHS. At the point in time, even classrooms implementing free SHS. Papa is here the double track beba. Teacher motivation. Kwa yeba say betima say teacher won't cry. Amo mwenye GDA di achade. President Kufuor never regretted appointing Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh. Look at educational policies. From educational policies, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh from 2017, to 2020, TVET, STEM, and they are transforming the Ghanaian education. Second term government be in Ghana, FAC Dumso. Second term government be in Ghana, FAC Dumso. Sana the history of this country actually in 2006. George Kumkufa my MPP, FAC Dumso goes in 2008. I lose elections. The NDC under Atanos and John Mahama, 2012 to 2016, FAC Dumso. Going into 2020 after 2020 elections. Nana Danko Akufo guided by history. Our name says second term government be FAC Dumso. And the man in Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, a free education minister, catch and say, and now say history say and say second term. Abain dia face dumso ntino what solve educational problems e wa mame wa ma free SHS aba baby a betime dia ko opposition na Ghana be face problem energy ministry and we Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh free education ministry and ordinary core energy ministry say obekwa akosi dumso a affect any second term government your Ghana Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh sha say o ye duma siesie at a point in time journalists were even pushing Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh over timetable. I did dumso beba. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh say, "Mimi am ye minister de dumso ntimemba." At a point in time, you say, mumu dumso beba na mo the timetable over the media me say ma. Me no kasane said the near Kanyana Bubon under the leadership of Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh as energy minister. We know the history and what has happened to our energy and security now. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh, apart from the personal attribute, the competence, the excellent delivery, a go-getter. People know it. Actually, the nomination of Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh as a running mate is the best pair for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for 2024 election. Let me make this statement. I think it is clear. Obi any honorable candidate Japan, the contribution to the MPP and the influence of Weebly. At a point in time, when one make it clear, I see Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, media. Out of the many, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh is the best person waiting at dragging people like us and many of us to the campaign. And I think how unifier he is, how Dr. or certain attribute in his leadership, Ghanaians must taste Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh as the running man. I think that's the best pair. Asantima would be a mini abayi. I unify the little people. You know, say political party power. And you'll be me the open within few years. In the
region, no, Raphael. In the region, no, and ma yemra honum na yeria ya naruno ba constituency na region no no. Wo hwe mo performance in the 2020 elections e course so e wo my Ghana mu MPP amanyukuo se mu gina mo na so even though say yebeka say region no Edemamo senior bribi ebeka say MPP are really wash anti region. But we hear yefa parliamentary say 2 seats out of the 47 seats here what region no mokra de no mani abre say yebeje aswase seat na afran plains importem wo so yakodi bia kan ho ba ewie du no na chese ba bi ti say new adubia se mo de awo ho no mo fomna senka ankoba say owura andu asiama se mede maba parliament na mede abeka mo ho a eno kura no mulusu ye nipa amode no ko ye mulusu ye etu hwe niema ekoso wa asante mantem NDC amanyoko na ni brabre se e wo se yetumi appreciative votes in the Ashanti region yemma honomo enye World Bank bio for MPP ene niema ekoso ne de be siwra ni mate de yimu a wugidi se yeyi Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh no ebetumi aboa mo in the region ebe boa mo akwan be so
You mean about the entire board Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia since this nomination and public announcement, said they are not soon that form. Na otie nyama ekoso opom. Mama nka bibi. Asawase dra new edubiase. What the new edubiase the dynamics at new edubiase is somehow different. In 2016, Honorable George Odro victory or the MPP ma ye kwaje say seat ni fi new edubiase. Edubiase seat no has a certain history. Inti hono okase 2020 ye lusu ya probably I may agree with you based on certain factors. But this is someone saying a Jira constituency. The dominance of the NDC was our constituency. In 2012, Honorable Sali Subamba, a Jira for one term, NDC eject seat in free and 2016. But the baby is for many, they immediately said it was a problem, the internal problem within the MPP, and for many seats, any issue. I think Kepa. And so I say new edubiase currently we are going to consolidate it. But let me give you this assurance. New edubiase seat will come in the hands of the NPP in 2024 elections. Even Ejra any Aswasia the dominant NDC in the crown, this time something will change. But the question is how is Dr. Matupo
Raphael Muda so can Aswasia same because as I say modi ali di say do say ewura mu hwene yesi wo honom e na neipo no say oba asante a na nsen ye wo honom a keti adwadifo say ya press conference MPP amanyoko no wo hwe omo performance in the region puntuduma na ema nkoso omo kura say ye campaign ye ntuntia MPP amanyoko nti se ne wo ka say asoase mutimi nya akukuduro say aka say bibi betimi akoso wo honom bio region no ye da so ekita ne emam.
My main cancer be a when you honest statement I want to make to you. Me no be a medin klein or train and Sankurada. Bomb bread will die in Kumasi Asante region. In the history and politics of this country, Mampenini be no away Puntuduma Ewa Asante Memche President Kufuado. Me see, born in Kumasi will die in Kumasi. Me plan claiming now to da. And our politics are ye. The me tell Kumasi the President Kufuado. Abra enya no kra masefo no mabusu apompo betu ameka. In the history and politics of this country, no president and I am put a widespread developmental project, that's the word I want to use, a widespread developmental achievement project in Asante region that President Kufuor and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's government. Let me give you the facts are there. President Kufuor developmental project and yes centered in Kumasi Mvimvi. Oh, I want to agree with you. Kumasi Mvimvi under the NDC, they started the KJTR project. Apart from the Kumasi Central Market KJTR project, the NDC under John Mahama can never boast of any important project in Asante region. Let me come back to what Kufuor has done in Asante region for the past 7 years. President Kufuor has spread development across the whole region. In 2014, ABY, I was an activist, an advocate in all demonstrations in Asante region. 2014, Kumasi Akwa Nyinala Tutui, Kumasi, all the important roads in Kumasi, Tutui, I am for Asofo Nipewa Santimem, a demonstration to John Mahama and the NDC. John Mahama believe the Asante 4 term catch and say, or the go to Pobe Asante 4 choir and so any, if you say Asante 4 to Abamano. Many Okasane. All the major roads, the high street roads, a whole road, President Joy, the Kumku for Sasia, important roads, the Kufuor good in your house.
Raphael, say, oh, can't say me say ya. Na ye ni su bebre ya tumpun to Juma Peti Asante, and yet Kumasenko, other town so, and ya yempun to Juma wo, and ye Mampenida da ye, yes, ye buy ya bet was so. Ube pinpoint say bia swami interchange ya yewie ya yewie because ntimi die nti na be sane wo kan say wo kwa abakosemu a mampani na nado na aye mpuntuduma peso e wa Asante na still nipa e wa Asante say mpuntuduma ni ho aden mu na munye campaign omu na omani hu ade say na wo kan wa say mi kireche eduma na maye nwe
this is how it looks. I will say so you know be a utu kwine nanti and now what the data before you are it becomes very difficult to get these things. I say me Kumasi America say me man crying. O ka se bibi ko so on cry ya asafu minim. But I am a bank crying, then I can talk about it. But I'm giving you the facts. No mama data. Rules, Asante region. Baby, my mama quite bit say in 2006, President George Kukurantumi interchange from Asokwa interchange. I can say, yenye double road in front of Kwankosi Lake Road, Lake Bosomtre, Fontanasi Atonsu because Lake, tourist attraction here discover Santimem. In 2006, 2008, MPP Fred Kunyaso, NDC ne John Mahama Sakwa and Oman see one for 8 good years. Now to Danko Kufuado buy from Asokwa interchange, Coca-Cola, Atonsu double road, Ekosi Lake Bosomtre, Amenoka say it is the best road in Asante region. In George Kukurantumi administration was a Sofo line interchange. I say, I can see any double road in free Sofo line, a Buakwa, a Kupon, Sunyane. NDC by a double road, no man to me, Omujano, University of Education, Winneba. Meno Kasan and another Danko Kufuado, I double road. I could see a Kupon, a Buakwa. Even from a Buakwa to Mankanso, a Hokakada come. From Mankanso to Sunyane, almost double road. In 2006, George Kukurantumi Accra Kumasi double road. And Koko bypass double road prefer for actually NDC by a double road around 5 kilometers Bakuka, Oma Bibia and Kao. Mino Kasane President Kufuado by a double road. Double road, ya awarded to contractor. Ye been Konongo and Ninamun Pitcher and in Koso. Uber Kumasi inner roads. Almost all the districts. Ya inner roads and I extended beyond the district. Apart from Naka Kwabre. Ene manson kwanta manso edubia even kwabre ene me no kasa ne kwabre rose nyina contractors I got us nyina wi aka kota no mponu free medomanom ne ehwianom ne other places oguso so ba Asante region agenda 111 hospital ekoso yenkwa nya dunsia 16 hospital ena na na adan kwa Kufuado den nsaka ebinum ye near completions amakoro na mahunu so ba Asante region ambulance President Kufuado chair the whole Ghana Asante region one district be in 47 and or the 2 car Kumasi Sports Stadium ne Konfuanote ambulance in 49 Uba ascotef na na dam kwa Kufuado nyameli mampanyi the whole Asante region in ascotef ba kumpo and then no kasa 25 as pack 25 19 ascotef President Kufuado we so ba Asante region judicial service court dying baby they some court dying 33 court judicial service court dying President Kufuado every almost district in court tonight. So about Asante judicial service accommodation, judicial service judge for better. I'm on water or no about Asante region I the boom a buoyant so about Asante region under George Kukurantumi. There were hospitals there. President Kufuado sat here after military hospital for Mena and other hospitals I sat here Kumawu. Nina NDC by Omo hospital ba company one NDC to be from the Akufo shot here and the Omo Kasabe shot tempo. Na na do dan Kufuado be di mampanyini. Most of these hospitals were be winning in our side agenda 111 hospitals I say because they make the projects the interest in the saving market KDT market NDC here first phase Omo Ntimi President Kufuado be the second phase the biggest in West Africa under construction. And Yama Kakrabi project na you'll be happy. International airport.
Safo, one send you see can wasem. Second phase no yeguso niema kakra bi na delay. Ejadi for me isuso ni wani e wo honum se chese ya je ho ja no ho. Ohun omu hu ana sesei. Wo Ebi mejidi se baby amene ube ya adwene ne amanfo be Rebecca say MPP communicators yankasa monkasa
mejidi say I think that's the concession I want to make and that's no woman say
meba Raphael and the KTR market no second phase na aka no adwuma eguso ekoso wo ho ana say dey nisi
there were 3 projects sponsored by the same sponsors I think UK government Kumasi International Airport the Konfuanote maternity block and on the second phase of KJTR market. These projects in Raya under one sponsorship. COVID after 2020 the issues kakaba for Kumasi International Airport the minister say biwa uba hache dia and ye mabuni school for nkwala and the teacher for the nkwada eko Kumasi International Airport for
KJTR dwana sem minua
me fact me twa ba honum na anti akasa project yimi as after say Kumasi International Airport every year. Aka KJT second phase any Kumasi maternity blog in 1974 a champion shot here. Now for many years NDC by Oman Komoda. Now the Uncle Kufu the Ben will be dreaming in Agua or say KJT market. In fact, me found watch but project in your project ye shasi ni ejaho. So what pictures I have available. Ya two na mo ko ye nim bebre na bibi kakra de delay ya ye wo mo areshe mu se the MPP aban no bewie in the next Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's government. Me ka se ne me gina ka se e free na kopim December e betima wie sa project na ma anya no kwafo ama santeman ene adwadifo wa santemam ne mo ebi the interest in the woman say President Kufuor amamuo any project wa sante region no e spread enti mpotemu baby a wotie bia no hu de aban na ye enti ya na de bia me ka se de o mi kuro madan womase o bo nwire a on time KJT am hu KJT market no wo hu se bo nwire ne mpotemu akwan nyina ye de o tie figase wo hu se free adweso ekosi adweso chaw krom figase to Gabin and one of the best roads we have in Ghana. So come Mampong to Mampong town roads. Any other district capitals, constituencies, everybody has seen a signs of a Kufuor's projects closer to the person. Which is why I'm Kumasi here. What center development in the middle of Kumasi? What about those in the villages? That is the concept of President Kufuor's development. And you say one constituency, one ambulance, one district, one factory was spreading development in Asante region. And I can be boastful, I can be bold without any shade of doubt to say President Kufuor is the best president of Asante Mayenya. Ayenya so bion
Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe edino enyaba sene wo ken mayampuntu dwuma no ebeboa mo ono so ne ba no a oba from constituency to the region no eno beboa tumi ama mo votes na increase anase ohun ni so ye de ekitamu dada enti we no ebi ntimi emfiri ba bia mesom
ebi manen kan no krebin so na ye wo radio refuse nti man kan no krewe ya obi me dada me ho as party executive ye ba power 7 years ni didi kan obi wo hono na ne expectation de no pesa aban ne ye ema ikuru ema on MPP ni de but aban na ntimi anye say ni pan de bufo kakra ebam de to so mienu ye in parliamentary elections ayakọ any presidential elections ayakọ omo abia no mudi candidates bi atia candidate na wen omo nyina na de bufo kakra bi aba wo mu omo anesese omo nya bibi fra aban ni mu omo anya saa nipakuo ni nyinala na the despondency bufo kakra ba na knowing the personality of Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe said you see can nipa boom said ye otie nipa su said ye oye nipa papa said ye amanfo atoli ni say okum akonkyere oye nipa papa aside the nomination no aside the anidaso sonko areshemu sonko e di aba yem party no because I've seen people are proud to the nomination of Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe a omo ye MPP fo a na ye no uno mu kodin komokra na usu uno mu kodin komokra na aso madum benzo kwa sa MPP kra na so mo ye jai but now no I board Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe din imirika bi asa nipa ni nyina dia sorry di ye adwuma dia tesi abotene e ka se o Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe abede o ye unifier Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe abede bibia be me nyama nka se menche okokuo I knew a constituency a party as a party panyini pa bia oko independent watching who free MPP na waka se Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe abede onu ka waja election ne ko oni ni nhia ye kora o but the mere confidence the mere assurance people in this region have in Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe and also make a Adansidi amidi for Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe ho enye limited to Asante region call all other regional executives via or more other regions, they will tell you about how Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe and then the magnanimity said he will see being in some or receptive to suggestions. So only didn't come up about MPP. The way I open up. I'm not for saying the house one is Irish money woman. I think said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, knowing how influential Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe is, how technical, how strategic Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe is, we are not just on this election because there are other things that Dr. Matupoku Prempeh betting me. Me let him to Ashanti region. Man limit him to Ashanti region.
Why no pay me person limit to because
with Dr. Matupoku Prempeh. With Dr. Matupoku Prempeh's appointment, there were a group of people or more region who they were not ready to listen and hear the name MPP. Even though on Thai MPP, no, but Oman Konya so uncle to about election their uncle. Not Omunko, but Omu Areshimu Asayaba because Sebi Ananke be a men woman to me Maminchaya. And I say be a regional executive be woman to me Maminchaya with Dr. Matupoku Prempeh. Or who say, yes, you bet me the side winning in our final. You bet Asem.
But I think the Crackremono, Raphael, my main foul and share constituency was a say party general secretary Amiati and she say yeah. From national or mode Aguaquem constituency one so yen shen riot and any pama come kunum and now Odia Betodra meko be for no edrunum. More region ho and to Triano etching.
You said a party the Mran after nomination of Dr. Matupoku Prempeh. Let's say a pen replacement. Interestingly, you see, Dr. Matupoku Prempeh will be the member of parliament from this time to December 2024 elections. MPP by winning election. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Babe Mampenyin wants to be vice president. So party the Mran must see you will be a replacement or Babi Jinam. Now what train completely to December about to be General Secretary Okumkom Justin Kodia Frimpong at the statement about our pin up at the committee or more election is waba. That constituency a property of Dr. Matupoku Prempeh. Let me be honest. All the way up upon a nature constituency no. Now only constituency in Manesi Atnana. It only ni partner here they become loyal to you. And see Mahu say Nipa be Mahunu some flyers. Nipa be num be. I ask myself say if Dr. Matupoku Prempeh, the way I will control constituency, I think the decision when I just say or the anybody it will be the direction I be the old man will take. As at now, one thing I know they say Asumvio constituency did be a name because of the respect delegate or constituency no woman Dr. Matupoku Prempeh. Many so say will be between the Sika now, will be between the day without said delegate or they will listen to the direction. That is my personal opinion. That's my personal belief. Say Mansha South delegate. I've been to the constituency several times because of personally with the relationship I've had with Dr. Matupoku Prempeh. Anyhow influential or regime ultimately new program on the constituency out the regime could be. So I know how he is connected to the delegate of the constituency. And Yemi said the direction if Dr. Matupoku Prempeh decide to interfere in the elections, the direction will be decided in the election will be so far I think it's so good. On the 16th of this month, and General Secretary said the process will come to an end. The Chemabute committee every elections. So I am not expecting anything new. I'm not expecting any surprises from the constituency apart from probably the decision and direction of the member of parliament. I want next had the constituency and the delegates for over 16 good years. It is not easy to marry somebody for 16 good years. Over why will be any GM home for 16 good years. A very difficult say will take a decision which may in a film. One thing I know, and they say I've seen a lot of flyers. When we say flyers will be about the intent, declaration of intent.
Flyers no money more money now or constituency one more. Who say or mumu be a habit to replace.
Ebi, Mansha South constituency, Mansha, you can listen to. I want the seat of Otumbo. Akunya, now something now Akunya, because a political constituency, a traditional constituency. Akunya, now something in Mansha Palace, one Casanisi. In this way, what is over lessons or one Cairo, one way. Say, we are this year for the constituency no more. We bet me the history around Mansha. Now bet me this reverence and need and the ama Mansha Kunya Kesena Sante. Yesun Sumuni Yakuma Yadrin in Ashimuna. Won't mean free baby and your wagonism because our parliamentary seat, when you don't have connection to the Mansha Palace, you don't have connection to the people, you are not connected to the history and the beer around the constituency. Into Omwa, young flyers, people personally. I know all of them. A lot of them are polling station executives for many good years. The party will just play through us a neutral arbiter. Now formalities are also they ensure all qualified candidates in the co-election. Now the Debia Mahono. A perfect replacement, a successor. We may not get a perfect an equal replacement to Dr. Matthew Pempe. No, dear, I want to make this statement. See, a compare. Obi obetry as Dr. Matthew Pempe currently, if you take time, it won't be that easy. But party need to play a role as a neutral arbiter, as a referee, to ensure that the better candidate will come out of that primaries and that elections. But I think in all, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Asantimai Danasi, so share and walk, so be my running meet, no, they are my yellow bunudia. Ebi enidia so nkese nyankopon hira no ye do no na ye be ye adwumaden e dia make sure say na ni so ade hu so be di Ghana so na the digitalization direction digitalization policy ene the person of the Ghana ye no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye asante wa maya hoden so nkwa e the 2024 election when the nomination of Dr. Mahmoud Pempe
uni full stop ma me fancy wana me nko nua Abbas ho wai me da
Abbas Nurudin na Abbas the MPP azan ye bi go fa Abbas jirazo ama wa betoto ba ya piane ensem Abbas asem de
bye why me da say abusua ye da so gina Asante mantem ma yenkona Abbas Nurudin ene NDC amanyoko no community officer you wo Asante eye Abbas Nurudin yenko wonumu akache na sane safo kan se babia omugina no se kura de omagina yie omo ana omo buafu Asante mantem yenye campaign ye buafu MPP nyina se omo nyina aba enti NDC ani suade hunu no betonsium anaso da so gina wona so mini aba machin o
ebi wa de joso
boko de
ade achi ye de Rebecca Sinami ya de
na no pe ye wo momentum if say MPP for years since no Asante mantem na running mate no abefri na wutie unua Safo Rafa asemo kana no pe yo say de say MPP amanyuku no afei no magina yie pa no mu gina yie ba afei no ma say gina yie because omo ana omo buafuo nyina da say obi ate napo no bia san ba mo so NDC so na mo ahye mo chita afo bo say Asante mantem say 6 no more beba votes no operation 1 million na mo declare yes some time ago no this time crowd mo dey another agenda ba say mo say mo come ani mo so na mo say mo ba mu na no mo ti din no mo so msanye dia yam hihie bia ba mo camp ho
yo ebi wa na dawase na ma menchi adise konkon a etie yen ewo Asempa FM on the America training ye tell say Dr. Bawumia pese oyi owura napo as no running mate na ye de etie ya no sabi na ya kedin train say sadie no ebebem ena nyamen chadom ena no yawada ode napudi abetuda na ye NDC ewa Asante mantem die ye we nidie mu pa because of all the candidates na omudi ba after ye betinya bo omudi as running mate no ye one more number ye ne who wants them ni esebia son sebia nyaado ni obeboa ya ma ye yobusa ye pe wa Asante region ye nya no ono eni owura napo a Yakobo ni dini no na ma men ka so ntel obi a ye say ye bonidi as running mate ono ane party no kura no ati say ye kodwantoa be na wotwe mienu ansa na abilidi abetuja no ufi say ye candidate papa if you are with the American
hifo ne kodwantoa
neba yete sana na do danko kufuado the junior ye de kotu na ni mo so wam kneso from very credible sources
just say meba o yenim abakosem se ebribi atwam mampani na nado de sei ye nyina ati o mayimu yete se alima mama ye de ne koye ma empanimfo se da bi ye nsomo ene koya kopie Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia so wo so awo kan say because ye information a yete ye ne so koye na nado say waje atuntu
wo de na nado de ne kura to nchen a MPP parliamentary caucus is now one of the longest serving MP in Asante region. Mane ba bonche be ka say wonu na pono aye ne de enye tie reasons be no de ma ye or see here will be our bed bread and one said the flag bearer master Napo entity nessa. Yes, here will be a bit in your candy pabo Napo entity nessa and also me buana. Everyone a bois.
Was it, and the appear could be as I'm now walking.
On what in American, me bois.
Nyabotre, Nasam no na akadia ne yenkomu. Also oka se napo omuyi napo a enye.
What say? One no the office say you napo a enye because one napo will not submit to the ticket. One kaba. What say napo ni amo brase? Omre ne ho asen chef flag bearer na se one ka.
Nuridin say wo coach obi de ya na ye pene se wo be coach ne sa because me ne mete wo ne no a mimi bobi mu ne se won tai nachi ne no nkyere se on qualify se obeye running mate se ne de yi na wo ka de a
eno ka se to aso ne esu ai
me nyabotre ansa na ode qualities ne ba se ese omo per running mate on be hia obi a one grassroots no bonde obi obetumi amankitahudie between presidency honomo any nipa e wo form no niema akoye oken no ba sa obeka se ose omuyi na enye wanka ne sa se sa na wo kan dia
so because
se menta wachi
da bi tie obi wa yasem no ebi wa you yi bi afrim o pata no yembo ni sesia what say ye here will be submit to the ticket or can ya na wanka o pata ko ticket ni bi or say ye here ye ka so bi submit to the ticket no the Dr. Bawumia na ye example say Dr. Bawumia na brand ho afia som
your call has been put on hold, please wait. Your call has been put on hold, please.
Kwaku hwa Abbas mame Abbas mame na ase ne nsa o se ne baby asi phone so ebi kura na onya we hwe no mame abusia Asempa 94.7 FM Kukurantumi dwumadie ene egu so ede brew no ye ne communications officer you wa santimantem ema NDC amanyuko no Abbas ni redeem ena etwetwe nkomo no mame hwe se Abbas atumi atomo a hello Abbas.
Hello, you are Otomenka.
Ya na wahwe yin ukis na mame na say o nsapo so
Parliament ehona napo efri banwa nke waso omokra kan echi no wo mo ankasa mo na ye adwuma in close proximity omunim no they have reservations about him yenim so omodos na apia kubi nko akra na nya akokuduro ye ebe kasai eno nanchen ye po yewura napo di Dr. Bawumia the campaign officer wa Ashanti region MPP for your press conference or mum penapo na napo ye sabi obi a wo mu ni po obi o kasa bata na on fan kambo mu ma ebi wa e no so meboa eno so wu ebi obi a yabo ni di wo no ane party mu kra no aje say ye damage control not just one candidate papa na ye mra napo as an MP napo as Ashanti as a minister Nini ya ukwa napo ankasa mpesu ya soa Ashtown Abbey Park no miadia eho we krum enzu udu wa baby bebre wo ha wo mo kwan ye wo toilet ko nti ho kra no nipa bebre ye na journalist wonum bi ko Manchester South ho ekoye interview bebre say na po mo de running mate amano no nye de enye you get the point enti na po de yes advantage I want to say or excited the base of the MPP no mu nyina kra omo party for no after the omo didi won nsem no penatem but na for does not appeal to floating voters obi ono say Ashanti region dey nyam puntu obi a me san so omo t-shirt e fe dey nyanya MPP t-shirt ni e chicha obi didi a obehye osha obeto aba e da man for timu Ashanti region how what you say obi a wono sabi we minister ye de eye ene ye nyuna ma ho den kan ya ho nsema shawo na dum so aba timetable ye se koye timetable a udi yampoa etwa ya dapa aka ho maso ka za tre se ya yen koye timetable na wo ye minister mpo ena wo koka asem tre na wo twa wo mpoi na okoye vice president and be dey what you say
na eya na empenyufo ka asem bi se bi bi wa we dey be almost se payfo okwa yi a okuhia tatabonsam enti Dr. Baumia ekwa yi no napo e no okuhia no nyina ne se enne obaga na ha hello
Abasi etiewo
obaga na ha obi anim se wo politician na nokwe ni nanumu a uyi Dr. Baumia free wa obi ani ho it was open the running mate no or compare running mate or non so start straight na di ewo ni mu obeka ye run up obi o education minister ye school placement a went ni anye e man kwala ko board on pemo independent square na bi kolase what ya some about until obeka so man panyin mahama e na akofa bus and one load nkofo abegu wo pese ogu eye aban na nim ase afi okobeten na yebusano a ozo usasem na woka no kra no na nokura bi anim okotwe sign okasakopa acho it ura taponso he has that faith, integrity and credibility deficit as Dr. Baumia ebio ura tapo ebra oya education minister your process curriculum mun yesi e kofa bibia by friend comprehensive sexuality education and okra dem am fan to baby and not the both from e wa Ashanti region ha nya radio so asem kra na e beka no ebra owura napo eye minister was member of parliament ensure eyi afa nyanom anunafo e wa anlo yes ye do man sika e ko bo ho ban a owura na pose esan sesebie so sebie nyaado anunafo nya Ghana fo ntisi enya ya mansu anfa omo ne do man sika kwaji omo a wonu obe lidi asantefo amoma ye demonstration ebi wa asamo ameka mebo a wa fidie na so Asempa wa na obeka no ebi wa hello
ye chiewu anahi anyeje ho
ami yanye je ho na se ne wasi aye tin na yemi hu we ka so we mefra akoma ne so
to aso
obi a wono ensio fasabi Ghana busuaku obi ni ese de Ghana sika kwaji omo na wo ka kire yan se ye de Ghana sika no kwaji omo ye de baba jet mu a oba enne na po betinya kwa na po akwa campaign enti na po take it ne de it's one of the weakest take it I have ever seen. Na po Baumia take it no it's one of the weakest oba Ashanti region ha apart from say yes na po di better mention ho any MPP for kakra o you obia nobody is excited about this ticket because obia nim say so ya Ashanti no so you trim no so ya na new na po Kukurantumi a wuntumi nko nanim na po o shower bontin na ukoye yi a obema amanfo kra sa papa wani so that is the attribute amanfo ye dey ever
na
Asante be na kra kan say
Abasi
Kenapo
hello Abasi
Asante media
hello Abasi
kia wo credit hello
Abasi time se o ka se wo hia napo na akọ ne nchen a obemi abobọ wasomanu esi wa hefa se o describe o se o Abasi o nami se obi ka se wo hia basa na akọ ne nchen obemi abobọ wasom and obi kan we fa wo ho a o be feel sen da ben na po ma ye bobo obi aso
unim se sansam no bebre sisi wa Ashanti region
enti
ba Kukurantumi mu wura na po no ankasa ye kye ne wo Ashtown
enu si da ben enu si da ben
abra no ye MP is about 8 years ago e wo Ashtown
na die ne si
so opako Ghana West nebo napo arrested at Ashtown no nam oye house to house na omuni group bika abramche the friend ma food o tia tete ye prepare no crank ye kuno and no dia men person be ka wo ho and no ye ne aye wa Ashanti region am dey nim
there be Abaso ni menti a mani abre wo ho because nipa se obi person na wo ka sem fa nipa no ho na se ye ntumi enhu se wasem a wo ka no sa na chie se ukona po nchen a obemi abro unse eye asem bi a se ye kafa wo ho se wo de obi ben wo na obemi abro na aka se da bi emfa no nto nchen a wo ka wie yo na aka se emfa nto nchen a e de to nchen se ye yi
Ebi wa otofo na se me dance ni wa broche me no kasa ya makọ Ghana West. Napo arrested over Ashtown gunshots. Opa nso kọ Ghana West sia. Atabo America no yeni ayewa Ashantere ebi amo tenkan no na ya atonfofo. Yeni ayewa kumasi ane de ye ni msamo. Ya bru nipa ne tutu ma nipa na nkata tuo ta kan. Your friend of my food, what you to see? It was reported. Napo was arrested.
Meba, so
say MP.
Meba, so say ye cheno.
Aye.
Ene ekosi saying conclusion was say Napo ne ma ye true no Napo ne boro no ena ye ja no anasa saying.
Napo ABY so be MP. Ghana how be MP on many packet wa. Because that someone they say they maybe a bankaba egu MP sadie. Now I was say ya someone ye ka e dia tell so wura na poli you bi a sabi wo ye dom bi e de dey e ma yen so bi o te parliament o yon ko MP kata won ne nya adwen a no asore toto ne nsa so pa omra na monko akire ho na monko wo mo na monto to monka wait me around me you get the point it o wura na poli e sabi nipa won nya Asempa bia ne ho nkra bia ye biasa the one some no ya born is abede the what the vision will TV so the what the born information center now there then say Ashanti region and then ye na ye di buo and ye lidie e di mamenhia ni say about politics a different ball game altogether into Ashanti region me ni say menhia betimi aka to obi sa won to abanfa ha wa bra nipa ne he na petene mu no he na nya wo beto what I say aha saa na aye wo ba bia ene se yesire mu se ya nguna mamu o hini bia ni Ghana ha ono beti aka cho bi se onko to aba enko ba bi wa bra nipa ni fi se nipa no awoko to ama ne nya de enye what I say into bra na podie yeso na ye boketi ye mpete ye be kan hunza bebre na akoye se yeso no agro no ene form what I say
yeah that's
then the NPP Dr. Bawumia na do waka bo ma say Asante region no na pono ya energy minister na pono ya education minister wanti ni anya bibi papa bia enti
yeah that's it
eba baka na ho so de corporate to
yeah that's it Abusia Abbas Nuruddin ena ya chenenka no Asante Mantem communications officer NDC amanyuku no ena ono so wama yehu NDC amanyuku no baby omo so ejina se kura de o se afekura na omo ejina yi da bonkata na poso aba mamefa ba komienu bi na yempem enko yanim na nyame ya adomo a edadwoada BC nsohwe no ebekoso BC ensohwe no ebekoso na wohwe ne empanimfo ehwe nsohwe no so ede atudwa nipa 570,461 570,461 candidates ena wonumu ebesete for exams no nyame ya domo a efri dwada ekona we adesede ena mpanimfo de abase omosrada unipa kro emfa krata bi enkohye wo ho ema ye mekasa ye twa nsowe numu we eye obapani Wendy Adi Lamte yo ye Wayek head of national office na odi ade sede atudwa se nyame ya domo a dwada unipa kro ne wasua no eno ana kona kotwero enkowia pobia ema ye nkotwa amamfo edimu na enramra hyebedwam National Road Authority Bill empanimfo agi atomu enti ye say 3 agencies ena yaka bom under bill na empanimfo agi tumu ewo emrahyebedwam no say yefa highways empanimfo Ghana highways ena feeder roads say kuudo nketenkete ni nyina no empanimfo aka bom ya chese under the sa emrei bill na empanimfo agi atomu no omunyina be ye omadwuma abom National Road Safety Authority mpanimfo so say ebeboa won ama wadwuma wo ye no atumi akwa animu na agencies a yaka wabom no eni Ghana Highway Authority and the Department of Urban Roads eka ho Department of Feeder Roads omoso eka ho ni nyina say abeye Unified Authority baako yo omadwuma omo ye no wonko ha nkowura ha nkopia da bi aka omunyina abom entinura so afo a wo hwo mayi enkwantempon ensem so Francis Asenso Boakye ena emrahye bedwam odi animu as the minister ebo ayema entutuye bi ana esese koso no akoso amampanifo atumi apase the National Road Authority Bill ya omode ebeye adwuma enonya Daily Graphica sansem no bi ewo mu na asamba ko ewo the Spectator mu ye huhia pa se yebekomu we jifa tetete ena atro edifri tema eba na asamu a wo kan se enne omo biebie school sama enkwada a wo behwe na bi a wadwen no wo fom kakra wo honam akwam baabi no wadi dem autistic nkwada no ne omo a etoda ye de won ekọ special schools no yesi sa wo fonde nkwada ni nya kodu hono a na omo awie na omo ayi omani omo nya de nkwada ni kogu hono a na omo ayi omani na ne schools no empanifo deda no se yentonkra ema time say so omo bie sa special school no for special children no a enwo nye dumping place say ho na ye koto nkwada aguo wo de akwada nkoto wie a oba tansi ho obi ansi ho no mo ye se ye ma nkwada ne ntete ye nkase fa nkwada ne beto na wo yiwani kokotena wo fie chairman ema parent teachers association ewo special schools no emu tete oklu na wode atudwa osi wedi o musrada matai no mode enkwada no beto ho no mo a sa special school ho no mo a mo mamani eni nkwada na chi pepepepepepepe na mo hwe se eniema betumi akoso ama omo ma monto enkwada no ejeje mu ma memfa Daily Guide ntwa so Daily Guide ne wode Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ene Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe omienu emfonyini ne ewo lidie ene ne ewo ye running mate ene wode omfonyini abase pe no ticket no mampani na nado se ebeboa papa mankunimdie aba ewo MPP amanyuko no se perry no eye good perry no ebeboa na swafo a wo hwe omayi attention ne ensem so Onmunyamfo Godfred yebo adame ene wode atudwa se ndisi amanyuko no mpanimfo kekansem bi na se wanhwe anyia no a anhwe ya ede how beba wose ndisi amanyuko no mpanimfo se MPP ba ye Supreme Court wono mo no mpese omo paki nipa omo paki ajeje fo ma hono mo eye mma na asam asoafo no wode abeyi ano ne se enye no kreda ensem a fiavi kwete ya bono eye general secretary ma NDC amanyuko ne mpanimfo bi edi tudwa no atani general se no kure bi anim because adwuma no ye kase wo bi ye jaja etise ne adwuma bi obi kwa ahomigye mu no judges no ebi kwa ahomigye mu ebi so kwa ahomigye mu ana wo say replacement eba enti se obi afrimu obi kwa ahomigye mu na ye replace no na nye se bi a empanimfo afa nipa na mana boroso se ebi kura enwose ye fa obi ene ye fa no a onim ne enti NDC fo beka se MPP for Paki Supreme Court with Supreme Court judges bebre osese boroso a na o maka na emum se moroso na se ne ye ne da na omo ye ne de a ene ne empanimfo no ka no wone won enya adwen enti wunya Daily Guide the bo enkrata no a sansemi bi ewo mu na Menchia South constituency nipa omayi omudin omayi omutipo we de nyedin omayi omuti se ombeko bi na Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe se nyame ya adom no som wie afi a omo akwa akosina na emu no se nipa no na de bonkate ede omumfonyi aba oba ba ko ewom na mema ye ka ho mema ye ka ho na wohwa edin no enie nipa omayi omuti no edin no enie de bonkata no enya adaje ede omunyina aba mako na MPP amanyoko nso de abasa why wadwen so obeko bia forms no 35,000 Ghana cedis bankers draft na chese why headquarters so na ne woso odi ko bia no no watumi ede akọ emma ene woni a woye disable omo omaye omadwen so ombefa bie no eno ye beti sika no so de ama wo hanche mu aduonum sana enhyehyeye no etie ohwese ne mpanimfo no asi aye no a tie omse wo abubu edu no no wabo moden no watumi aba befa bi wuje ohudi se obetumi akwa no abefa bi na nipa mako num ne bi enie kwabnado amankwa wo no ohwa ni poster pie na obatampa na natema onso ni poster pie na je ba fo awua lawyer onso no poster apie ena ba ko a yese oye Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe ninua ekuma ono so na na wusu afriye Prempe onso ka ho nipa o mayi omuti so ombeko no abusua ebi ena mede omudin atututu dwa no eti adehye ye womanhia South constituency ya my madwen se ebere no so a mobekọ primary no time so a mbekọ akotubie no enhyehyɛ ya mpanimfo eda manyuko na no omode aba abetudwa eno no ena wunya daily guide de bo enkrata no a ensem no bi ewo mu a ubetumi akenkan nsem ni bi wo mu a ubetumi akenkan na wotwi so te ya yesi bema bi onu aduane chef bi ya wo se onu aduane na Guinness Book of Records onso akomu bi Chef Smith yet one mo an ebeto odwase wo se obeye press conference na wotwi ye mu na press conference na se na obami yehu se wareni anasa wareni afi press conference no okoye ye ne unya daily guide omudi mfonyi na ba beto ho kratafan kono obehu picture no ya chef yi hye na tade na obi kita saa dua no a yesinsin dua no ho ne ye de paper ahyem ne ye de ama wo se wawe no nwene ye no ne dia ne ye present e de ama no na Chef Smith ekita microphone na o kasai afedi ade chen ya say yesi enunu ye fake enunu ye fake chesa abodin nu a wo se ware ne ye de ama no no say enye sa Guinness Book of Records mpanimfo no na de ema no na wo hwe ne de no a akwala bi ananse ne de ba akwala yesi o ye painting kwaku hu ye unso ne de ne na say ehun ne ye ash we de ne ho ye black nti yesi police fo aso asem num so mo ye nhwehwemu wom say we ya police fo ba mu ye nti yesi police fo abam say Chef Smith omo ye nhwehwemu fa ne wo ye no ho ba bi kura okonya adwen ni friye ba bi kura okonya asa ahyensode no efriye ma memfa madwen kire bi na yensie Ernest Ajema adwen kire yodi abosie bi wai mechia mo anwumre na Abbas wo so anka bisa na maame se edi Asempa na wo peso woka chese ensem a wo ka ni nyina akoye busirim kasem na David Conte wo se Abbas ensem a wo kan chese nokure bi anim abeto wusu osie bi wai unim se case no a Abbas aka se na Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe no wayese no obi aka ama defamation kura abo no entu de aka kira Abbas se onkeka nko na ebeduru no so kwaku yebo a wo se mitie mu papa kwaku yebo a babia ni babia ode fa no mi boso a enyeyi adwo akufu so edibi aba o se mampani dada John Dramani Mahama ene na chitaafo ne woni a woka ho enyina no wo na busu mu no ate asisa no ma menko manim na ma menko manim Rahel so de ayi ode aba o se akua wo ne ugidi se wo se ye ya yenye ye no ani abere ho no o topic a pesen kayeye ayo topic a ni producer sese menye no na meye nti topic no na nse da bia wo de ba na we mu nka bi da ye ba ye wo ye topic a ye de ba countryman ne kan ye se o de agenda na enamo nti ye ba producers ye wo topic a ye treat da bia nti wo topic na wo pesen ke no ne ye no eno so ho ko mensa pilatu de ayi ode aba o se baumia ene napo all the way breaking the 8 no afei na afapa afei na se breaking the 8 no afapa ye niema ebekoso ama amanyuko no Nasiru Yombo o se bi wai mamenchia mo anopai Lamprekin Rashid o se mitie mu Temagov City ena mitie mu fi na kwia Abbas nsem a wakeka na anopai die Paul Menu de ayi ode aba o se ebi wa mitie mu fi Rotterdam na Abbas Abbas se NDC amanyuko no wodi animu se executive wa Asante Memu no ne wo yi no chese ne ho kra ye me nwanwa onso ne de yi ode abetumu eno no ena macro de yi ode aba tintinabo macro de bi wo beton ade ebusua ye nyena yemfamo ensi ye nyena yemfamo si na abelenu a oso message no aba abedu message no aba abedu anopei mamena masiebre na so abana kantamanto message no ebaye musa batwa oso de no eba bedruye na Isaac Arthur ode no ebaye walanya kwatia oso message no eba bedruye na yaw yeboa Hamza Junior di maestro na Misco Spelele munyina mo message no aba abedu Yusuf Adamu oso de no ebaye abusua medimu sinema damase Dominic isi ebo akwakuchum na Bengazi na obo michidomo anopei na omahine kwamna santene Philipos ebu nsuso eta mechi medin ade Akua Boakyewaa Yiadom ma menna wase na memfawo ensia abusua mesodie yebekwa Adum TV ni ede na watwe dwumadie akotoa so afiri o madam Asempa monitia munyim phone na
the lifeline here